back to the Morgan Streetman Show. Lots to still get into today. And we were discussing, Morgan, a little bit off air, how it's alarming when you think about these press conferences, because you just described what you get out of them. I mean, they're very chock full of information. You've got a panel of people providing that information. And yet there are groups within the media who are saying, we can't air this. This should not be aired. It's dangerous.
Well, they see Trump's poll numbers going up and they think, wait, this was supposed to take him down. Remember how excited they were about the idea that the coronavirus would take down the Trump administration? And now his poll numbers are going up. So, oh my gosh, what do? We got to put a stop to this, and they don't want to air it anymore. Now, I have to tell you, these press conferences are kind of like a tour de force, because the president goes on sometimes for about 2 hours straight in these press conferences. The entire time, you know, he's just sort of speaking off the cuff without notes. So we got a caller. Let's go to our caller then, because we did ask for somebody to call if they had some input. So we're going to go right to our caller. And what did you say? I didn't catch the name, Pat George.
Oh, just a caller.
Oh, just a caller. Okay. I was like, was that Colleen? I couldn't tell. All right. Here we go. Hey, caller, you're on with Morgan Streetman and Roxanne Wilder and Pat George.
Hey, good morning, Morgan. First of all, I wanted to say I love your show, and to tell you that if I got the virus, I would definitely take that drug.
Well, thank you. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? What have you got to lose?
Exactly. I think President Trump is doing a fantastic job, and I'm so tired of the fake news always attacking him.
They really are. We couldn't even play but just a fraction of the press conference for you now. Have you been watching the press conferences?
I have.
And what's your take on them? Do you think you get good information from those and maybe information you don't hear in the mainstream media?
Yes, the only news station I watch is Fox.
Okay. Well, and you can get that presidential daily briefing too. If you say, you know what, I can't watch Fox News because I just don't like the president, I don't like Fox, you can get that on C-SPAN too. So, you know, it's not a partisan thing. This presidential daily briefing is for everybody. It's for the entire country, and the president doesn't make it a political thing when he does the briefing. He just tries to give information. He puts the doctors on when appropriate to share what they know. He puts the military people on, the military logisticians on to tell what's going on with the movement of goods and supplies throughout the country. All this important stuff. And I have to tell you, I'm impressed by the president's stamina, because you know that these briefings are coming at the end of a long day of meetings, long day of input, and then he's going to stand up there in a suit on a stage for a couple of hours, take questions off the cuff from the media that are all designed as gotcha questions. So he's under the hot light, and he's going to answer them off the cuff without notes, and just basically it's very much of a demonstration of his stamina and his ability to manage this crisis. Now, let me ask you, caller, what do you think? Have you seen anything out of Joe Biden? Has Joe Biden done anything like that you've seen?
Absolutely not. He cannot even answer a simple question.
Yeah, they're hiding him at his house.
I know.
Oh, Pat, you're showing me, I guess, is the governor on right now? And what's he saying? Do you know? No, we just got him on Periscope. Okay, well, it's an amazing time that we live in with so many sources of information coming in all the time. It's almost information overload, and it's hard to keep up with it all. But, caller, thank you very much for calling in. I'm glad to hear that you would take the hydroxychloroquine. Why? Just because, again, I'm like President Trump. I want to save lives. People should give this a shot. We're talking about 500 people from one doctor in New York that he's treated with this. 0 hospitalizations, 0 intubations, 0 deaths. That's a pretty good outcome. Now, maybe it doesn't work for everybody. Maybe it doesn't work for 1 or 2 out of 1,000. Maybe more. Maybe it doesn't work for a couple hundred out of 1,000. But for those people that it does work for, boy, it really, really works. And I know, and like the caller said, if I went to the hospital, that's the first thing I'd be asking for.
Governor DeSantis.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for the call. Appreciate it. Anybody else wants to get on the line with us, give us a call at 888-404-1010. What were you going to say about it?
We did see that Governor DeSantis is actually holding a roundtable on the COVID-19 response right now. That's what that's about.
I see.
Answering questions, kind of like what you alluded to with the president when you're more off the cuff. it feels like this is something we're all going through that's new to everyone and is affecting everyone. So sometimes you want to hear someone speak that way because it's from the heart and it's and it's true.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice to see them doing something, right? I mean, you want to see them. I mean, this is, we talked about this before, and I'm no huge fan of government involvement, but, crisis like this is a particular time. Well, first of all, we've just got to use the systems that are already in existence, and government is probably our biggest system that's in existence and our most powerful system in this country and in the various states. So we got to work with what we've got. And, I mean, it's good to see our political leadership trying to do something about this. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.